And so we all have our own hero's journey. We all sort of go through these steps. The hero's journey. The call to adventure. The refusal of the call. How many of us have been called to an adventure? Or when you look at the past, your past, you see obstacles that stand in the way. Maybe you lost a loved one. Maybe you lost a girlfriend. Breaking up with a girlfriend is really hard, and that can cripple you. That's fucking hard. You gotta go through it though, guys. You have to. And if you don't, the minute that you get a little bit hurt or that you start to worry what she's out doing, who she's hanging out with, you know, you want to catch her on her phone, or you end up going through her phone. Oh man, that will fuck you up mentally. You won't be ready for that. And so we see the obstacles, we see the journey, we refuse the call. Eventually, the third step is we answer the call. And it's so amazing once you answer the call. Because what happens? What happens when you've never worked out and then you sign up for a gym membership? You answer the call. What happens when you see you've been social anxious, you've been experiencing anxiety your entire life, and finally you have a conversation with a girl? It's like that is your first training experience. It's like a coin. It's like putting it into your savings, your piggy bank. You're racking up these XP points. This life is like a video game. It really is. We're each these individual characters. Some of you guys are wizards, mages. Some of you are warriors. Some of you are princesses for all you women. Kings, knights. And we all have to answer that call. And train. Oh my God, it's very hot. Good morning, by the way, guys. And, you know, once you do that so many times, it's like I'm doing heroic shit now. I'm becoming the hero of my own life, the hero of my journey. And so we all have to sort of embrace the fact that we don't know everything, and there's a lot to learn, a lot to accomplish, and a lot to experience, a lot of embarrassing moments. And I'm telling you, the quicker that you can put yourself in those embarrassing moments and realize that you're gonna live, that people are still going to, like, even though you may act like a fool sometimes, or people will see you as foolish, it's like you can move on from there. You don't have to give too many fucks about what people think about you. One of the things we've been doing in the Facebook group is these challenges based on RSD Max's, like overcoming my fear. And there's a few challenges where you would actually go out into public, lay on the ground for 60 seconds, and our boy Julian laid on the ground in the middle of this busy place and just took a picture of himself, or like clapping, and as ridiculous as it sounds, like for some of us, that's what it takes. That's like sparring practice, because many of us are super intimidated. And I'm telling you guys, it's the main point right here is like, once you do hero stuff, you actually feel like you are capable. And the feeling of being capable is one of the greatest feelings I think that a man can experience. It's like, I once was a boy that couldn't do this, and now I can actually do this. This was something that I used to lay in bed fearing at night. This was something that used to cause me anxiety when I would get up in the morning. I didn't want to get up because I feared this, because I felt like I had no control over my life. And then once you begin to conquer those things, holy shit, you've become the hero. You become the hero. And so in the morning, you equip yourself with the sword of truth, the armor that you wear throughout the day. It's like now you have armor, man. Now you have armor, because once you do things enough and you experience it enough of the uncomfortable feeling, you know that it won't kill you. So you can take a few hits. If you get rejected, it's like, that's good. You don't look at it as bad anymore. For a lot of guys, you talk to the majority of men, 99% of men, the fear of rejection keeps them from ever talking to a girl. And what ends up happening is you get guys that fall into a relationship with girls that are in their social group, or maybe you end up working with someone. Easy way to fall into a relationship. Or that's why relationships happen in workplace. By the way, I'm going to give you the friendship formula. It looks like this. Literally, if you know this formula, it makes so much sense. But this is how you come to like people. This is how you come to trust people and develop friendships. And so it's the interaction, like how often, the frequency, the intensity, duration. There's three. Frequency, there's four. But it's how intense is that interaction with someone? How long are you in that interaction? How intense is that interaction? Damn, I can't think of the last one. Maybe it'll come to mind. Regardless, it's like just being around someone longer, even if you sit. Oh, and proximity, that's what it is. Proximity, being around, frequency, intensity, duration, and proximity. You put those four things together, and you're more likely to fall into a friendship with someone. Develop a friendship with someone. Powerful stuff, man. Even people you hate, as long as you're around them enough and you have those ingredients, it's like you can make a friend out of an enemy. So, and sometimes vice versa. Sometimes being around someone too much makes an enemy out of a friend. So today we're on the 6th day of the NoFap journey. And I think that we just need to really embrace that in our lives. It's like, boom, heroic. Become heroic. Let's become heroic. Monk mode. Becoming and entering into God mode. I've started a series on my website. I'll leave you a link down below. You can check it out. It's the God mode series, and we're going. The first one is G, and it's get up. God mode is all about having the most energy, letting your life be filled with vigor, because the majority of people are down, lethargic, maybe depressed. And so how do we combat this decline of man? And so entering God mode is about doing the things to get you there. And the first one is get up. Like, get up. Why get up? We get up because we have to, because it's human to move. We were made and created to jump, to squat, to run, to climb. And so we don't do that much. Like, I'm sitting now, and the majority of humans, I think the average American sits like 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day takes a toll on your back, your entire body, your organs. You don't breathe correctly, your metabolism. And so they say that on average you're supposed to take at least 10,000 to 15,000 steps. This was actually going back to, I think it was June's challenge, but you guys can do this with me. Like, I'm going to honor that. I'm going to get at least 10,000. You can record it right on your phone. Maybe you have the Fitbit. 10,000 steps will cure your depression. Walking is underrated. Okay, walking is probably one of the most underrated things. Cures for unhappiness and depression. I think it was Nietzsche. Nietzsche said, like, the only time I got good ideas was when I was walking. There's an Italian or a Latin quote. It's like solvitur ambita. I don't know. If you check out my website, you can look at the actual word, but it means it is solved by walking. So whatever problems you're facing in your life, it is solved by walking. What a simple solution. It's like, just walk. If you walk for 30 minutes a day, and it's the summertime, the sun's shining, you're going to get vitamin D, you will get over the minuscule things that are bringing you down in your life. Get up. The first part of God mode. subscribe to the website, check it out, subscribe to the channel, leave this video a like. Get up, let's honor what our bodies were created to do. Because I think that if you honor that, it's like your brain's going to function better. Okay, what happens when you leave a car sitting in the lot? It develops brake rot. You hit the brakes and you hear this it's fucking driving rough. It's like, what's wrong with this brand new car? What's been sitting? Same thing with the human body. You get rusty, you get stale. So let's move more. Get up, guys. Get up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed Thursday. Thank you for joining me. Peace.